students. Now we are in question number 59. This is a very interesting question and a little bit lengthy also. Okay. Okay, let us start with the solution. Dhruv and Ansh are the partners. As per the ratio here, 75% and 25%. Okay. So if you do the calculation, okay, you will get the ratio of 3 is to 1. 25 and 75. 75 will be divided by 25 three times. Okay, 25 into 3 will be 75, and 25 one times it is 25. So 3 is to 1. This is the old ratio. And our friend Kavi, he is coming for 1/5 share. So whenever a partner comes in for 1/5 share, the remaining part is 4/5. So that 4/5 will be shared by Dhruv and Ansh as per their old ratio. Okay, so you get the new ratio, and sacrificing ratio again 3 is to 1. Okay, regarding this calculation of a new ratio, you must have noticed that there is no calculation, isn't it? But in difficult questions, there may be the conditions. Okay, now in this question, I have first solved this journal. Okay, actually we have to follow this method only. So I wanted to show you. First is journal, then revaluation, then partners capital account, then balance sheet. Okay, and after that working notes, because working note is to be provided at the end of the solution. Okay, so you may wonder that how come we know that this much of space will be occupied. Practice. When you practice a lot, then you will come to know that, oh, this much space it will be taken by the solution. Anyway, let us start with journal. So for the journal, go to adjustments. Forget about the adjustments of revaluation. Okay, whatever the adjustments that are related to revaluation, leave it for a time being. We continue with our traditional form of journal making. That is, first we will pass the entries for uh, new partners capital and premium for goodwill. Okay, so you can see here in this question that the last point, okay, point number 6, he is also to bring in capital equal to 1/4 of the combined capital of Dhruv and Ansh. uh, I think you remember previous question, isn't it? If you remember previous question, then you will know. Question number, I think it was 56. Yes, in question number 56, we have the question like that. Okay, at that point of time, he was bringing the uh, what was the portion? Yeah, 50%. In question number 56, a new partner was bringing 50% of the adjusted capital of old partners. In this question, in this particular question, question number, what is this question number? Oh, Yeah, question number 59. So this new partner who is Kavi, this Kavi is bringing one fourth of the combined capital of Dhruv and Ansh. So the first entry will be cash account debit to Kavi's capital account to premium for goodwill. Okay. Do not write the amount here because we do not know what is the amount of capital. Now you can see the amount is 17,925, but it is solution. No, you have the solution in front of you. But when you solve the question, you have no idea from where this amount is coming in, isn't it? So if you are solving along with me, please write cash account debit to Kavi's capital account to premium for goodwill. You can leave narration for a time being. Okay, you do it afterwards, but just pass the journal entries with me. Cash account debit to Kavi's capital account to premium for goodwill. Do not write the amount in the debit column, this amount 32,925. Okay, because we don't know what is the capital of Kavi. Just write 15,000 because this 15,000 is mentioned in question point number 6. Okay, now we will share this premium for goodwill between Dhruv and Ansh as per their sacrificing ratio, which is 3 is to 1. Okay, so you know this. I have given you this numbers so that you can understand the journal entries nicely. Okay. See, if you draw a line, it looks very nice, neat and clean. Okay. You should learn how to present your work properly also. Okay. It's not about solving the question. Anyone can solve the question. Okay. But it is also about the presentation, isn't it? Anyway, these two entries are already done. We are done with it. Do not write this amount. I'm telling you. Okay, these two items. Now let us move on to adjustment number 3. Now, before we continue with the adjustments related to revaluation account, have a look at the balance sheet first, both assets and liabilities column. So I'm starting with liabilities column here. Okay, you can start with asset column also. There is no compulsion. Okay, no marks will be deducted. You can start from anywhere. So I'm starting with liabilities column. Okay, so first of all, if you look at the question, if you go through this question, we have workmen compensation reserve. Now as soon as you see this workmen compensation reserve, this word reserve, it should strike in your mind that this reserve is a part of profit which is set aside for a future purpose. Okay, and do not share this amount immediately. Oh, it's a part of profit, so let us share this amount. No, 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 don't do that. First, have a look at this adjustment because this WCR is a very sensitive thing. So maybe some adjustment is there in the question. So just have a look. So you can see here that in point number 5, liability on workmen compensation reserve is to be determined at rupees 3,000. Okay. Now this provision, as you can see here in this balance sheet, workmen compensation reserve is how much? 5,000, isn't it? This 5,000 is the reserve which you have created. But now, as per the reassessment of liabilities, it is to be valued at 3,000, not 5,000, but 3,000. So, whatever the leftover, let me go to working note. Have a look at working note number 2. Workman compensation reserve that is existing is 5,000, isn't it? So, workman compensation reserve new is how much? 3,000. So what is the balance of workman compensation reserve? 2,000. This 2,000 balance will be shared between uh, Dhruv and Ansh as per their old profit sacrificing ratio. So the old profit sacrificing ratio is how much? Uh, 3 is to 1. So this remaining portion 2000 will be shared between Dhruv and Ansh as per the ratio of 3 is to 1. So the amounts will be 1500 and 500. As you can see here, okay, WCR is a liability. So whenever the liability is transferred to the capital accounts of partners, their capital account increases. I already mentioned to you that this capital or liability, they show the nature of what's that called, nominal account. Okay, so their capital sorry their credit side is the plus side and debit side is a minus side. So their capital accounts is to be now credited, which means this WCR will be transferred to their capital account, so it will be added to their existing amount of capital. Okay, point number 4. Again, you can check in the liability column that there is a balance of profit and loss account of rupees 10,000. So whenever you see the balance of this profit and loss, okay, whenever you see this item, and this item can appear in both the sides, liabilities also as well as asset column. If it is in the liabilities column, which means it is a credit balance. Okay, listen to me very carefully. If profit and loss account is appearing in the liabilities column, it is a profit and it will be shown by balance credit. Okay, remember just one thing that uh, profit and loss account, liabilities column, which means credit balance, and credit balance means profit. If profit and loss account is in the asset column, which means it is a debit balance. So debit balance of profit and loss means it is a loss. Okay, since we have a profit here, which is 10,000, because profit and loss account is in the liabilities column, isn't it? So it is profit for us. So this profit will be shared between Dhruv and Ansh as per their old profit sharing ratio, which is 3 is to 1. Remember that this new partner, what is his name? Yeah, Kavi. Kavi has no share here. Okay, he will not get any portion out of this WCR and profit and loss, because this profit and loss was maintained or it was earned before the admission of Kavi, isn't it? So only Dhruv and Ansh will share this. Okay, so profit and loss account debit to Dhruv's capital account to Ansh capital account. Okay, now is there any item from liabilities column? No. Now let us move on to assets column. Now in the asset column, we have one item, goodwill. So this goodwill means this goodwill is already existing. Okay. So this goodwill is already existing. So this existing goodwill is to be written off between old partners in the old ratio. Okay. So amount is how much? 10,000. So this will be shared between uh, Dhruv and Ansh as per their profit sharing ratio, old profit sharing ratio, that is 3 is to 1. Okay. Whenever the goodwill is written off, this goodwill will appear in the debit column or the debit side of partner's capital account. As we saw here in journal number 3 and 4, this journal number 3 and 4, that partner's capital account is credited here, which means partner's capital account is increasing at this point of time. Okay, but uh, goodwill, the existing goodwill, will be now debited to the partner's capital account, which means their uh, capital account will be subtracted. Okay, you can note down somewhere in the piece of paper that liability item of balance sheet, credit the partner's capital account. Asset column item of balance sheet, debit the capital account of partners. Okay. Now we have finished five journal entries. Now let us move on to sixth one. This sixth and seventh we know it already, which is from the revaluation account. Uh, but previously we used to solve through ledger, but right now we don't have ledger with us. So how to do it? Let us look at the question now again. Adjustment number one. Okay, I'm telling you that you can start making journal from anywhere. Okay, if you feel comfortable, no, I will solve this journal entries as per the order of adjustment. It will be easy for me. It's okay, no issue. You do it as per the order of adjustment. No marks will be deducted for that. Okay. Okay. What is written here? Point number one: value of stock is increased to 42,000. So stock is how much previously? It was 37,000. So by 5,000 it is increasing, isn't it? So whenever this asset it increases, what happens is that the revaluation account will now be credited here. Okay, so stock will be debited and revaluation account will be credited. Okay, and we have land and building that is reducing. So whenever any asset, now this thing is also very tricky point here. That is why you need to learn some things in accountancy also. Okay, and theory. You have to read a book. The textbook is there with you, isn't it? So thick book you have. Go through the theories also, what the definitions. But the book is not enough, so you have to Google it out some terms and concepts. Okay, you can ask me what should I read anyway. So whenever any asset is increasing, what happens is that the revaluation account will be credited. But whenever any asset is decreasing, uh, in effect, that revaluation account will be debited. Okay, so uh, see here in this solution, I have done a compound entry, but you can solve one by one also. No issue, no harm is there. Excuse me, no harm is there. Okay, so let me take you to revaluation. Okay, you can refer to this for number 6 and number 7. You can refer to the revaluation account for a time being. It's very simple. So first entry was sorry, number 6 entry was what? Stock will be debited and revaluation was to be credited. Okay, by amount 5,000. But I will see more items that may credit the revaluation account. So land and building is debiting revaluation account. So bad debts amounting to rupees 1,800. This again bad debts will debit the revaluation account. Forget it. Creditors include an amount of 5,000 received as commission from Amar. The necessary adjustment is required to be made. See, now the creditors is a liability, isn't it? So whenever the liability is decreasing, it credits the revaluation account. Here, what is happening is that in the total amount of creditors, okay, in the total amount of creditors, this 5,000 was included, and this 5,000 is the amount of commission that the partners Dhruv and Ansh they had uh, received from Amar, okay, in the form of commission. But this receipt of 5,000 was included in the amount of creditors. So now it is time that we have to subtract it, isn't it? Because this 5,000 is not the actual amount of creditors. It is actually the commission that was received from Amar. This is not creditors. So we have to subtract it, okay, from the total amount of creditors. Okay. So 5,000 is to be subtracted. So together this stock account debit, creditors account debit to revaluation account. Okay. Uh, if you have a look here, when we have ledger with us, it is very easy to see the journal entries. So stock account debit, creditors account debit to revaluation account. You see? Okay. Now let us move on to revaluation account. See, my friends, I must tell you that uh, ledger is must. Okay. If you want to do a trick here, that this is not a trick actually. Even the children can they do this. Okay. Even the children of 5, 6, 7, they may know this kind of things. Anyway, you leave the space for journal first. Okay. Make revaluation account first, then pass the journal entries afterwards. Okay, you can do that way also. Or if you are good in accounting equation, do you know the basic accounting equation which we learned in class 11? uh, A equals to C plus L. If you are good in that, you can do that way also, in order to get whether we have profit or loss. Okay, so anyway, revaluation account to land and building. So land and building will be depreciated by 20%. So it will be 25,000 into 20%. How much? 5,000. So land and building 5,000. Now bad debts. Bad debts was to be written off how much? 1,800 rupees. But I am not writing 1,800 rupees. How much I am writing? 300. Working note. I will explain you in working note. So here in the previous journal entry, revaluation account was credited by how much? 10,000. Now put this revaluation account in the debit column. I mean the debit side. Okay. 10,000. Now from 10,000, these two items, land and building and bad debts, how much it is becoming? 5,000 plus 300. How much? 5,300. So now subtract this this total from 10,000. How much it will be? 4,700. So this 4,700 should be shared between Dhruv and Ansh, um, as per their old profit sharing ratio, which is 3:1. So which means the profit on revaluation is now credited to the capital accounts of Dhruv and Ansh as per their old profit sharing ratio. You please look at the narration also. Okay, do not just look at the uh, journal entries. Stock account debit, uh, creditors account debit to revaluation account. Finished. And you look at the amounts and then you will be gone. You will be blank. Please read the narration also, because narration actually explains why you are debiting and why you are crediting such items. That is why writing narration is very much important. Okay, now let us move on to revaluation account. Uh, this is already, I don't think I have to explain you why we are crediting and debiting the items, but I will explain you this bad debts 300. In question, it is mentioned 1,800, but I am writing only 300. What is the problem here? Damage control. What is the amount of bad debts to be written off? 1,800. So have a look at the question. How much is the provision for doubtful debts or the bad debts? I have written bad debts here, or the doubtful debts. It is same only. Okay. So bad debts is 1,800. Okay. and your damage control fund is 1500. So out of 1800, 1500 will be absorbed by the provision. How much it cannot absorb? 300. So this 300 will be debited in the revaluation account. This is the concept. Okay, do not put the figure 1800 blindly. Don't do that. Or some of you may do this way also. Oh, I will write two bad dates 1800, and this provision I will write in the credit side. How much? 1500. Answer will be same. Don't do that. Answer may come. Okay, your answer may come by hook or crook, but you have to follow the procedure. No, there are some protocols and principles. We have to follow that strictly. That is why we have to make working notes in accountancy neatly, okay, and show it very in a very nice way, in a very clean way. Okay, now let us move on to partners capital account. As you can see here, the question it states that Kavi will bring one fourth of the combined capital of Dhruv and Ansh. So until and unless we get the adjusted capital of total adjusted capital of Dhruv and Ansh, we will not write these items which are highlighted by the color green. Okay, so we write by balance BD, Dhruv, Ansh, 30,000 and 20,000. We write by cash. Okay, do not write the amount. That is why I have highlighted with green. Now write for premium for goodwill. Okay, write for workman compensation reserve. I have explained why WCR will be credited to Dhruv and An's capital account. I have mentioned this, and we have already done this in journal entry also. So WCR, profit and loss account, journal entry. I told you why it will be credited. Okay. Now there is a profit on revaluation. So this profit on revaluation will be credited to their capital accounts. Okay. There was one item which you can see here in this fifth journal entry, which is goodwill, isn't it? So this goodwill is to be debited. So you have to debit the item. Now, after writing all the items, Dhruv, this total amount you write 53,775. So this amount is to be written here again. Ansh 27,295. This item will be written here. So subtract the amount of goodwill and you will get the balance CD. That is the adjusted capital of Dhruv and Ansh. Okay. Now let us have a look at the working note. Please give numbers to the working note. Okay. Working note number 1, working note number 2, working note number 3. You have to give. Oh, I forgot to write the numbers here also because we have to show from where the number is coming. Anyway, uh, we have prepared here, isn't it? In working note. Okay, it's okay. No issue. So the adjusted capital of Dhruv and Ansh is 46275 plus 25425, which will be 71,700. So as per the question, Kavi will bring one fourth of the combined capital of Dhruv and Ansh, which will be 71700 into 1 by 4. That is 17,925. Now you write the amount. Now you write the amounts out there. And your partner's capital account is complete. Okay. Now let us move on to balance sheet, which is the final item. After this, we don't have any. Okay. So cash is already present. That is 10,000. Okay. Just now we came to know that capital of Kavi is 17,925 rupees. So in cash, this will be included 17,925. plus 15,000. This 15,000 of premium was brought by Kavi. You can look at point number 6. So this cash is existing balance of 10,000, okay, plus capital of Kavi plus premium for goodwill. You get this figure 42925, okay. Sundry debtors, okay. Yeah, uh, in the bad debts, okay. Sorry, in the balance sheet, whenever you do it, you have to subtract the entire amount bad debts, okay. Not only 300, but the exact total amount 1,800 only. Why? Principle of conservatism, okay. That's why I asked you to go through that principle. And for this reason only, uh, I don't say authors, because I don't believe the authors they have solved this, because they this Monilal Das, he didn't reply me. And Chandrima Banerjee, she is from St. Xavier's, Kolkata. She was before in the morning shift. Uh, there are two shifts, no, in the St. Xavier's, Kolkata, morning shift and the evening shift. So she was in morning shift before when I was there. So I don't know where is she now. Anyway, uh, forget about them. So you have to include the entire amount of bad debts, 1800. You must be wondering, we have already maintained this bad dates, but still, after recovering also, what is the use of doing this? Hmm. When this provision cannot absorb the bad dates, then what is the use? It is actually absorbing, okay. If you have still have doubt, open the book of class 11. There is one chapter, hmm, provisions and reserves. Go that you go through that chapter. Anyway, stock, there is an appreciation. Sorry, there is one more mistake here. Printing mistake. Sorry, a typing mistake. Uh, it should be add here, okay? Not less, but add. Add appreciation. 37 plus 5, 42. Stock, add appreciation. Okay. Regarding furniture, we don't have any. Regarding furniture, we don't have any uh, adjustment, so we write the amount directly, okay. So land and building is being depreciated by 5,000. You get the amount 20,000, okay. So sundry creditors, we have to subtract 5,000, okay. uh, because this 5,000 is the amount of commission received from uh, Harsh or Harshit, whatever whatever the name is given, okay. So workmen compensation reserve. See, workmen compensation reserve was previously 5,000. So the new amount was 3,000. So this new amount will be continued. Okay. And the leftover was already, this balance 2,000 was already shared between Dhruv and Ansh as per their old ratio. So it is already included in the capital account. So don't worry about it. Okay. Uh, you must have noticed one question. I don't know the number, but let me check if you can hold on for a time being. Yeah, question number 55. In question number 55, workmen compensation reserve was paid off. But in this question, we are not paying off. Okay, so just remember this point. Whenever you practice the questions, no, whenever you start practicing the sums, please practice the sums on a regular basis and do not skip the numbers. Okay, though it's a very headache for me to make uh, this kind of videos and solution for each and every single sum. Okay, but this is my way of teaching. I want my students to solve each and every single sum that is available with us. Okay. What others do is that they teach few topics and they start jumping. Okay. I don't like that way. I feel like going slowly, but understanding also. But sometimes we have to move on fast. And when you start practicing at home, please have a look at the watch also, that in what time I finished this particular sum, because in examination you have only 3 hours. So in these 3 hours, what you will do? We have just started this syllabus. There's so much left. Uh, Change in profit sharing ratio, retirement, debt resolution. Oh, and then we have company accounting, that is issue of shares, forfeiture of shares, reissue of forfeited shares. Then we have issue of debenture, redemption of debenture. Then so many things are there. Okay, so please, uh, my humble request: study at home, give time to your accounts also.